Weekly Game Talk.
Welcome back to Weekly Game Talk. This week we played Black Rose, an indie horror title developed and published by Sir Bedlam Productions. Selling for the grand sum of free, the game is designed to play off the idea of close calls. You get points by allowing the enemy to get as close to you as possible without actually touching you. You know, because that's how you deal with paranormal entities. Anyway, this was another game that had the group divided, so let's switch over to the discussion. Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Weekly Game Talk. This week we dove into Black Rose, free indie horror title. Joining me this week are returning guests Jatois, JP Smee, and Will. So thank you guys for coming back, appreciate it. We're going to do things a little bit differently this week, mostly because this game was a shorter one, and I don't really think we needed to devote that much time into each individual area. So really, let's start off with JP Smee. JP Smee, what are some of the things that you liked about this game?
Yep.
Wow, that's a long list. Okay. Okay. Then
I'm sorry, but
let's back
true.
up. Beep. Fine. What were some of the things you did not like about this game? Go.
I feel like I was supposed to get scared. That didn't happen. It was just really badly made. The atmosphere, I guess, was okay, but sound design, meh. Visuals, meh. It took me a while to figure out that I could run, and even then, it wasn't fast enough, so it was slow and painful. And I kid you not, there was totally a moment when the jump scare moment that I had involved the I don't know what it was, a ghost or something, just kind of like leaning out from the side of the screen, like diagonally, and it was almost comedic. It was so bad. Yeah, just.
All right, now, re-looking at your opinion now through the lens of this game was free, would you judge it as harshly as you seem to be?
No. This game was absolutely not worth my time. I did not like it, and I'm a little bit bitter in that now Steam is recommending a whole bunch more games just like it in my feed, and I'm like, I wish I could just cleanse my history of this game's existence, because it has sullied my my Steam feed.
Sullied. That's a good word. You don't hear it often enough.
Yeah, it just no.
All right. Well.
So sorry to poo-poo all over it, but no, that's just.
Fine. I won't go to you first
everywhere.
ever again.
So
Hey,
much
I'm usually the guy who likes everything.
No,
and,
it's true.
Yeah, and this game.
We always value honesty on this show, so I appreciate it. Will, so let's go back to things we liked. Were there any things about this game that you enjoyed?
The sound design was pretty effective. I was definitely surprised at how the music was tied in, apparently, to her vicinity to the player.
Mm-hmm.
The game scared the shit out of me. Like I wanted to be scared though. See, even though I say I don't like these types of games, I definitely, it actually gets you going. But
adrenaline boost.
Yeah, I played it for about 10 minutes, and the sound worked. I mean, it was a little bit cheesy, definitely, but the jump scares were enough where I was going for the Alt F4. Oh, I don't enjoy that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
damn, quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh damn!
Wow.
That's,
Okay.
And I actually I definitely cussed out loud, like, multiple times.
So were there any things about the game that you didn't like, or Did the
Well, yeah,
price tag give it
it's
more of a pass?
it's shitty as far as the graphics and everything overall and the scripting. But for free, I mean, it's a valiant attempt at a game that goes up on Steam and is playable and put together.
Okay. All right. Well, Jatois, what did you like and what did you not like about this game?
What did I like? I think the ambiance, all the sound was pretty. It was okay. It was okay. The sound to me, since I've played a lot of different horror games,
Hmm.
mostly, I mean, I had the Unity version of PT scare the hell out of me. So I think I was kind of shored up against this one, and I already have my little mental tricks that I can do. So I'm like sitting here talking to myself when I'm playing the game, and
So you're
all of a
you're
sudden
psyching yourself out, or
exactly. I was like, I'm prepared. I got this.
wow.
Who are you? Where are you at? And then all of a sudden the lady pops up, and I busted out laughing so damn hard. Oh my god, this game made me laugh more than almost any comedy game I've ever played.
Wow.
It's not because it's not scary. I've watched a movie that had the similar face with that reaction,
Hmm.
and it that movie was supposed to be scary, and that movie made me laugh hard as hell as well. So
Got
when I saw this, it was an instant reaction. I looked and I almost passed out because I was laughing so hard.
it.
I had to catch myself
That's
at
funny.
my desk because I almost passed out. I was like, "Oh my god, I know this face. This is fantastic."
That's funny.
So I actually found the game being one of the funniest games I had ever played. Um, I know it was supposed to be horror, so that kind of kind of ruins it. But
Well,
but
I
if you take
mean,
it in that instance, it was a funny ass game. It was hilarious.
that's funny.
What did I not like? Okay, yeah, the graphics are a bit dated, but this is a free game, one that someone, probably like a team of one or two people, maybe one, uh, I'm not sure who all was involved in the team, put together, and this may be their first or second game. This is not easy stuff. A horror game with jump scares is very cliche. That's a given, so to make a really good horror game, it's going to take a lot of practice. So yes, you can knock the graphics. I definitely will knock the graphics. They weren't the greatest graphics, and like I said, the mob made me laugh. I ran towards her because I was laughing so damn hard. So
Well, that was also kind of the point of the
yeah,
game was to get as close as possible to the enemy without
yeah.
having her touch you to get higher points.
And the thing is, she's really, really damn slow. She is not fast at all. She she is like walking in molasses after you. It's not like some of these other games like SCP where the enemy's coming flying at you running, or you don't blink or it's gonna pop right in front of you, snap your neck. Or Unity where the monster, I mean, not Unity, but PT, where you're kind of just walking and she's right there, you gotta go towards her. This one was kind of slowly meandering, and I guess if she had a faster pace, it would have been better. If you could slightly outrun her and she was running at you screaming the whole time, I don't care how funny it looks, it would have scared the shit out of me for a second at least. But
Not
that
if she was doing the orangutan walk. I
yeah,
would laugh
yeah.
at that.
But if she had like hair over her face and you could see her eyes and she's just like crawling at you really quickly, that would have effed up everybody.
Right.
But as it is right now, like I said, this may be their first one. This may be slightly down the line. There's a lot that they could learn from this, and I feel like graphically, that's where they could, if they could fix that graphically, they could get a lot more out of this.
Right. All right. Well, as for me, things I liked, I enjoyed the horror. I personally, I do not play horror games. I enjoy horror movies. I enjoy horror stories. For some reason, horror games affect me more than any other medium in which to consume horror. I do not like jump scares. I didn't quite Alt F4 it out of the game like Will, but the two times I played it, both times that I died, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. No more. Um, the first time I played it in the dark, and it was late at night, and I kind of feel like setting the ambience around myself helped enhance what little ambience there is in the game. and made it more frightening than it had any right to be. I played it again during the day, or doing, not the daylight, but with the lights on and everything, and it wasn't as scary. You could definitely, if you really look long and hard at things, you see all the ways in which the game could be better. But for a free game, I thought it looked decent, it sounded decent. I didn't expect there to be a massive soundtrack or a lot of, high quality sound effects or nice textures or anything. So going into some of the things I didn't like, I do wish speaking of the textures, that they would have been a little bit more varied. There were parts, especially when you're downstairs in like the dungeon basement area, where I got lost because everything looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
So there's a part where she appears down there, and I'm like running into dead ends every 2 seconds, and I can't find my way out. Like I was running a circle for like 5 minutes down there, and I just couldn't figure out how to get the hell out because every place I entered looked exactly like the place I left. And it wasn't doing that to add fear and tension to the game. That's just because every fucking texture in the game looks identical.
Yes.
But other than that, like, I didn't have any big issues with the game because I think reviewing and talking about other games that we've played in previous episodes, I've definitely learned how to better set my expectations, or at least to lower my expectations, and not focus on the price tag so much. Just because you spend $15 on a game doesn't mean you're going to like it or that it's going to be a quality game. And just because you get a game for free doesn't mean it's going to suck and not have quality. So I kind of adjusted my view of how I look at the game, and I think that helped me not be as harsh on this one as I might have maybe 5 episodes ago. So would I recommend this game as a free title? Sure, why not? Download it, play it for like 20 minutes, scare the hell out of your kid or your niece or nephew or the neighbor's kids or someone who is really susceptible to jump scares, get a good laugh out of it, and then uninstall it. I think it's 180 megabytes in total. It's tiny. I'd say go for it. Jotois, what about you? Do you recommend it? Do you not recommend it?
I would recommend it because some people are more susceptible to jump scares and scary situations than some people. Like myself, I'm getting kind of doled out on jump scares. I've played Five Nights at Freddy's.
Desensitized.
So, yeah, I'm getting a bit desensitized. So it's like, okay, it's
young
scary.
Kids and your loud music and your crazy multimedia.
Get off my damn lawn, you little bastards! But But I'm saying
that went from old man to Scottish.
I don't know where that came from, but it's a game. It's free. It's free. You can't ask for a lower price unless he comes, knocks on your door, and gives you money to play his damn game. Okay, look, just play it. I'll give you 50 cents.
Yes,
I can use this somewhere.
Yes, all day.
But it's a free game, so it's free. It's a quick little jump scare, and I say, I'd even pay $1 for it just to support the developer, to entice him to keep going.
Generous of you, sir.
Keep building these games because you know how to do it. So now up the graphics, up your game, up the audio. There's free audio out there. There's free graphics out there. It's very possible to go from this to a game like that's going to scare the hell out of people.
Right. Okay.
And
all right.
Just to first off, you're making me feel terrible. No.
Before you
because
start,
I was being
I'm
harsh.
gonna shift to you now because I'm putting you in the middle.
Okay.
Because I putting you on the end might depress the hell out of everybody. So I'm gonna sandwich you in between Jotois and Will. So
you can sandwich
shoot.
No, okay, so man, it's just awkward on so many levels. So, all right. I fully acknowledge what Jotois is saying. Because yeah, I get it. It's hard to put yourself out there, and it's that's a big thing, and that's something I've never done beyond making silly YouTube videos. And so yeah, that I get that. I respect that. Yes, this is a great opportunity for them to learn. Hopefully, they see this and are able to take some criticism. I should hope that they can. That being said, yes, learn from it. Work from it because it needs more work.
You are trying so hard.
I
This is
am.
hilarious.
Well, because all right,
This is so backwards. I'm always the mean one. Sean's so
no,
nice.
you're not. No, Will is the mean one, Mister. I was so terrified I had to hold Alt F4.
That's not mean. That's
Uh,
what they were shooting for.
Right, and that's awesome. So, like that, if anything, like you guys having the experiences that you talked about have actually given me at least some insight that okay, at least for some people, it was kind of a moderately enjoyable experience. So that's cool. I just wish that I had that, and I really didn't. So
Yeah, I mean that brings me
it's,
back, flashbacks to last week where everybody else had a completely different take on the game, and I just wasn't able to share in that experience. So it happens.
Yeah.
right, and that's fine. I mean, not every game is going to be amazing. I don't know. I guess I was kind of expecting something, and it was sadly so very much exactly what I expected that it just didn't do anything for me. I didn't. There was nothing.
Right.
There was really nothing to it. It was just like, it's a game that has jump scares. The fact that the game warns you as soon as you start it, hey, by the way, jump scares.
I think a
I
lot
mean,
of
okay,
games are doing that.
Yeah, they're doing that, and I get
it's
it.
people with heart conditions or
Exactly. You
sensitive
don't
to
want
that kind of
someone.
stuff.
You don't want someone with
Right.
a little heart implant sitting there getting a jump scare, and might not be a good day.
Implant.
Exactly.
Pacemaker switches off.
No,
Exactly.
I get it, but I just like the heart implant as
Heart
that's,
implants. I'm talking about
Hey man,
cyborgs. I'm
people
talking
with baboon
cyborgs.
hearts, they
Look,
can't handle jump scare
if
movies.
you want to talk about, pacemakers, I'm talking about cyborgs. I mean, we're on two different things here right now.
Okay. So bottom line, JP Smee, recommend or not? Be honest.
No, I don't recommend it. I can't. It's just I played it for maybe 10 minutes, and that was me trying to give it a fair shake. And no, I cannot recommend this.
All right. Okay, Will, rounding us out. Do you
I
recommend
think
it or not?
if you're into indie games, you should check it out, especially if you like horror games and if you like the emasculating feeling of yelling "No, bitch" at the top of your lungs in the dark with headphones on at a video game.
Oh, I
A
love it.
poorly made, ugly, but
There's
still,
the
you feel
will.
like throwing when you close the
There
game.
you are. I was waiting for you to come out a little bit of your shell tonight because.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
just
So,
went Super Saiyan
recommend.
out of nowhere.
All right. Just out of curiosity and just for, transparency, did anybody actually complete the story mode of the game?
No.
I
Shit.
did not. I was laughing.
Shit.
I was laughing.
Shit.
I'll be honest. When I ran at her the second time because I was laughing so much, I quit right there because I was going to pass out. I was laughing so hard. I had tears coming out of my eyes, so I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I can either laugh this hard and pass the hell out, or try to play through again, which is going to happen again
Right.
until all of a sudden that wears off, and then I'm just like, oh no. Then I'm not. Then I'm not just in the moment anymore. So
Yeah, I tried it. The first time I tried it, I did story mode, and she moves really slow at the beginning of the game, and then you reach one point where she just starts hauling ass, and even when you're running, I couldn't outrun her. And then I played it the second time doing the timed mode, because when I actually read the little text describing time mode, it recommends that if this is your first time playing the game, to do it in time before you do it in story.
gotcha.
And I didn't really notice that big of a difference. I guess maybe the timed mode is different because it said it's supposed to be like a story light version. It was the exact same game, at least at the point that I got to, and I died at the exact same point in time mode that I did the story mode.
But I thought it gives you. I thought time mode. I thought it gives you more points depending on how close you were.
Yeah, if you actually get to the end of the game,
Okay.
then it's keeping track of how long it took you to get there, and then it adds that to your total score. Whereas story mode is only going off of the score you achieve by how close you get to the enemy without actually having her touch you. So I was just curious, for the sake of transparency for anybody watching, none of us actually fully completed the game. We just played it as much as we felt like playing it, and I don't really see myself going back after we're done here and playing again. Unless I want to scare the crap out of somebody. Hey, come look at this game.
I'm probably gonna give my nephews and nieces a chance to play it so I can laugh.
Exactly, and I think that's where you'll feel like you'll get the most bang for your
scaring someone else. Because I'm kind of getting harder to scare these days. There's a lot of horror games that I'm playing, survival horror games right now. So for me to jump back and play a game where all I'm worried about is running from one monster that, is making me giggle, I can't do it.
No, I understand.
Yeah, it's just.
She was pretty comical looking.
Oh, completely. I mean, seriously, I'm not joking. I almost expected to hear like one of those slide whistle kind of like
oh my god
kind of thing where she seriously, and you can't see my hand right now. You'll see it when you're editing, but like she just kind of like leaned in and looked at me.
She does the same action every time she gets to
And I'm like, what am I? Is this supposed to terrify me or what? Because this is a joke.
Oh man, it was. You have to admit, it was pretty comical.
It was, and it wasn't supposed to be. That's the problem. That is why I feel so partially
scared
on this.
Me. I was scared, but maybe I'm just weak to these games.
Well,
I don't play them, so
that's half and half, though. Half of us were scared, half of us weren't scared.
That's a good split. So 50.
So yeah.
All right, so that's what we thought about the game. What did you guys think about the game? Comment below and let us know. Thanks to my guests for joining us this week. Will, JP, Smee, and Jotois, appreciate you guys being here. And until next time, bye-bye. Thanks to my guests and to all of you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to come back next week for our return to Life is Strange and our impressions of Episode 3. Until then, have a great week.